So the first question, we're trying to change -3 into its exponential form. We can do this one with a little Argand diagram. We know that -3 is over here. So there's a distance there to there, that the length of that's going to be 3, the modulus is 3, and the argument, the angle round here, the argument is going to be pi. And so this one, quite simply, is 3e to the I pi, as for -3. We'll do the same thing for the 6i, and we can have the same idea that 6i is straight up here. The distance there to there is 6, and that angle there, of course, is just pi over 2. So in exponential form, 6e to the I pi over 2. The next one we're going to have to do a bit more thinking. So we've got -2 root 3 minus 2i. Should we do this one on the Argand diagram as well? So we know -2, sorry, it's over here, isn't it? -2 minus 3, so it's over here. This bit here being 2, that bit there being 2 root 3. So we can find out that angle there. If I just do an inverse tan of this over this here, then we can find out that that bit there, I think, gets pi over 6 there. And the angle we want is this angle here. And so I'm going to do pi, take away pi over 6 to make 5 pi over 6. There's the angle. Now to find the length, we're just using Pythagoras for these two things. So this squared and this squared square rooted, and that's just turning out to be 4. So this one here is 4e to the minus 5 pi over 6 times by I. But really, at that point there, I think I'm grabbing my calculator and I'm trying to check this. And all I'm doing is I'm tapping in, as I saw it, -2 root 3, -2 root. Let's just pause there while I tap that in. So I've just tapped -2 root 3 minus 2i into the calculator, and then I'm going into my options, complex numbers, and change into r theta form. And it's telling me, look, there's the 4 and there's the -5 over 6 pi. So I think I'd do the similar thing there for D, E, and F. For G, I think I can see the answer straight away, that R is just root 8 and theta we've been told is pi over 4. And so that one I could write down straight away as just root 8 e to the I pi over 4. Perhaps I'll change the root 8 into a 2 root 2. It depends whether I had to simplify it at all. H is a slightly more interesting one because you might notice that there's a minus between them. And so although we already know that R is going to be 8 from the first bit, look here, we've got cos of pi over 6 minus I sine pi over 6. So that little minus is a little bit of a problem. What we really want to do is we really need a plus in the middle here. So to put a plus in the middle there, I'm going to need to change this to a minus pi over 6 here. Of course, these angles must both be the same, so that's going to be a minus pi over 6 there as well. Now that's not a problem, because the cos of theta is equal to the cos of minus theta. No problem there. We know that from the graph there, that cos graph there is symmetrical about the y-axis. And on the sine one here, it's got rotational symmetry. And so that's why the sine of minus pi over 6 is the same as the sine of pi over 6, but we just changed the sign. And so having done that little flip there, we can now see that this one here is going to be 8e to the minus pi over 6i at the top there. And I'll do the same sort of thing for question